As the investigation continues into what went wrong before the attempted assassination of former President Trump, we're learning more about the victims who were caught in the crossfire. They include a former firefighter who lost his life protecting his family from the gunfire, and two other men who are recovering right now in the hospital. Senior national correspondent Brianton live for us there in Butler, Pennsylvania. And Brian, you have spoken with people who knew some of these victims.
Yeah, it's just so tragic, Nichole. I mean, this is the kind of community you drive around, and it feels like almost every other house has an American flag outside. This behind me is the spot where former President Trump's rally was held. It's basically untouched right now. It's now a crime scene, but it's emotional for everyone being out here, everybody who drives by, because you can see the big flag that was up over President Trump when he was speaking is still there. It's still flying, and it just sort of sends a message of how resilient this community is. President Trump, of course, set up a GoFundMe to help the victims, the one man who was killed, the firefighter you mentioned, and the two victims who are still in the hospital right now. That is now up to almost $4 million. So they've raised almost $4 million in just the last couple of days. The firefighter, his name is Corey Comperatore, a 50-year-old man. He was the former fire chief, a volunteer firefighter. It's just tragic. I mean, he was a wonderful man based on all the family and friends that we've spoken to. He had two daughters and a wife. His wife was his high school sweetheart. And we are told that he was at the rally with his wife and two children. When he heard the first gunshots, Nichole, he dove and he basically straddled his family and laid on top of them to protect them from the bullets. And that's when he was killed. I was at his volunteer fire station yesterday. You can just imagine what they're going through there. Still really in shock about the whole thing. Many of them were also at the Trump rally. This is what his lieutenant said yesterday.
It's just hard to believe how it happened and what happened, and that it happened to such a kind man, that this was the last thing he deserved. The man, in my opinion, was honestly a true hero around here.
And Corey was the kind of man, Nichole, I'm told, he worked at a plastic manufacturing facility, and he would disappear from work because he was on the volunteer fire department during the day. He would go out, he would fight a fire, and then he would show back up to work smelling like smoke. He was extremely devoted to his job, to his family, and also to his job on the volunteer fire department. So you can just imagine what this community is going through. Obviously, the nation's still in shock over the attempted assassination of a former president, but here, they're really mourning a hometown hero, and that's for sure what he is, based on everything we've heard about what went down at that rally. He is truly a hero, Nichole.
Yeah, absolutely. Our thoughts so much go out to that family and all of the families impacted. Brian Entin live for us there in Pennsylvania. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.